If you're stuck at 6 or 6.5, or you want to achieve the highest band score as I did, then this video is for you. Welcome to IELTSDragon. My name is Julius, and thank you so much for clicking this video. If you want to support me, just give me a like or subscribe to this channel. I'll be posting videos related to IELTS speaking that can surely help you. So in this video, I will identify the problems that you have when answering Part 3 questions. I will also provide solutions to your problems so that the next time you take the exam, you can surely ace it and start living your dream, which is to work or study in an English-speaking country. Without further ado, let's begin. The first problem is you don't have any idea at all. The examiner is talking a particular topic which you don't know anything. As a result, you take a risk and just speak whatever you have on your mind or whatever comes out of your mouth. This is not good because you are just talking aimlessly. You are beating around the bush. You are not really answering the question. And that's one of the reasons why the examiner interrupts you. You cannot waste your time here because this section only lasts 4 to 5 minutes. So do your best to provide a clear, sensible, and organized answer. So how can we do that? The best solution is you really need to prepare. But how can you prepare efficiently when there are so many recent topics? Well, you should know practical research or researching. Why do I call it practical research or researching? Simply because you need to make use of your time wisely since there are so many topics that you need to study. You have to learn how to practically research ideas for every topic. Well, in my recent ebook, I discussed the techniques or the ways on how to prepare ideas for every topic strategically that you can surely use in your IELTS speaking exam. The techniques that I actually talked about in my recent ebook are what I personally used when I was studying and when I took the IELTS speaking exam. That helped me get a band 9. So if you're interested to get a copy, just send me an email. It is crucial to prepare. Well, let me give you an analogy. Let's say you go to a battlefield without any weapon, without any knowledge on how you can beat your opponent, and without any ideas on how you can protect yourself. Do you think you will win? Instantly, you will lose. It's the same in the examination. Before you take the exam, you must be 100% ready. You have to have knowledge or basic ideas for every topic that you might get in the actual IELTS speaking exam. Do not expect a miracle. Do not be complacent thinking that you will pass. You have to do your part. Research ideas for every topic. You cannot take the exam just to fail and take it over and over again. That is really stressful. While you still have time, make use of your time preparing. The second problem that stops you from getting a band 7 or higher is that you don't use any structure in your answer. Most of the time, you just provide a one-liner answer or a two-liner answer and then you stop talking. No, that's not how it works. You really need to elaborate your answer, discuss things clearly or thoroughly. You have to use a structure in your answer so that you can discuss your answer or answers logically. The good thing about having a structure is that you are guided accordingly. You know what to say first, you know what to say next, and you know how to end your answer strategically. Having a structure or structuring your answer helps you make your answer logical. When I took the exam, I was really strategic. I used a structure to help me make my answer logical and organized. Remember this, one of the criteria in the IELTS speaking exam is fluency and coherence. Of course, to achieve this, you have to have ideas to discuss with your examiner confidently. And you need to make sure your ideas are organized. Because I used a structure in my answer, I was able to develop an organized answer. I knew what to say in the opening part of my answer, in the middle part, and in the last part of my answer, which made my answer comprehensible. And because of that, I was able to achieve fluency and coherence. The third problem that stops you from achieving a band 7 or higher is that you aren't engaging. You don't engage with your examiner in the discussion, meaning you don't interact with your examiner in a natural way. And that's because you are so overwhelmed by your emotions. You are so nervous, you are so anxious that you can't think logically. Or worse, you wish that the exam would end sooner. And that's pretty bad. Under this main problem, there are two subproblems that we need to address. First subproblem is that you don't know how to deal with your examiner's interruption. Well, in IELTS Speaking Part 3, every now and then the examiner will interrupt you, and that's pretty normal. So you need to learn how to deal with the interruption. Let me give you an example of how you can deal with interruption.
How can teachers make students obey school rules?
In my opinion, school teachers need to make their students aware of the consequences, like punishment if they violate some rules imposed in the classroom or in the entire school. Punishments that can discipline them to become better individuals, such as making them stand in the corner or face the wall.
Aren't these considered a form of child abuse?
I believe not, because those are not a form of corporal punishment. The teacher is just making their students realize their mistakes. That's just a kind of discipline that.
But isn't asking them to face the wall or making them stand in the corner a form of emotional abuse, as these students get embarrassed?
Well, honestly, I don't know about the specific provisions of a child abuse law in my country, but in my opinion, that doesn't meet the grounds of child abuse unless the teacher physically hurt the child or verbally degrade him. In this generation where abuse is a serious thing, I really believe that all school teachers are well educated about what is acceptable and not acceptable punishment. Again, my answer is simply based on my opinion, and it may not be acceptable from the perspective of a professional teacher. So, in that example, the examiner interrupted the test taker simply because she wanted to know his English skills more. The interruptions are a way of helping the test taker to fully utilize his English communication skills. And the test taker was very natural in handling those interruptions that led to a good discussion. That's what I did when I took the exam. I was naturally interactive with my examiner. And that's what you must do as well. And the second subproblem under the main problem of engaging is that you pretend that you understand the question and just talk whatever you want to talk about. Please don't do that. Be natural. Tell your examiner your confusion of the question. Use a language to express your confusion. For example, when I took the exam, there was this one question in part 3 that I didn't quite understand. So what I did was I said, "I'm sorry, I'm afraid I didn't quite get it. Can you say that again, please?" So by doing that, I sounded really natural and really polite. Because of that, I was able to show off my English communication skills to my examiner. That's using polite expressions in English. Not only that, I was able to answer the question the right way because I didn't pretend that I understood the question in the first place. So if you're determined to achieve your target band score the next time you take it, and if you want to know the detailed explanation of all the techniques that I mentioned in this video, then get a copy of my recent ebook. In my recent ebook, I discussed the techniques comprehensively, and I also provided a lot of examples that can guide you. The techniques that I mentioned in my ebook are what I used when I took the IELTS speaking exam that helped me get a band 9. So if you're interested, just send me an email. Also, spend more time studying IELTS speaking by watching the videos that appear on your screen right now. They can surely help you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, have a lovely day. Bye.